up, you two? It's your boy Alex. I apologize that the video got broken down into parts. It's an old cell phone camera. It's unfortunate that it had to happen. But coming in at number one is Tupac Shakur, the man, the myth, the legend. If it wasn't for Tupac, a lot of the rappers that you see today, a lot of these guys that are new coming into the game, Kendrick Lamar, Future, Two Chains, Wiz Khalifa, all those guys, they would not be able to do what it is that they do. Tupac opened the door, okay? Tupac lived on the East Coast and made a lot of good music, left the East Coast, came to the West Coast. You should know the story of Tupac. He started with a group called Digital Underground, Underground Digital, and hung out with Homeboy that was better known as the Big Nose Rapper. And in the same song, dun 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 dun, hey, oh, the same song, dun 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 dun. Girls used to clown me, now they write love letters. They write love letters 'cause now they miss me, and I will not lose. Went from that to Numinati's all over your body. It's like a 12-day shotty. Feel me, come with me. Hail Mary, one quick see. What do you want now? Do you want to ride or die? Nada, nada, nada. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is the next sweetest joy next to getting pussy. You should know the lyrics to these rap songs. Ain't nothing but a gangsta party. Oh shit. Two of the most motherfucking most one. Ain't nothing but a gangsta party. Ain't nothing but a gangsta party. That California love dun 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 California, that's wanna be California. Tupac and Dr. Dre. Tupac and Dr. Dre. You get the greatest music producer of all times and you bring in Tupac from California Love. You pair Tupac up with Snoop Dogg. You get America's Most Wanted. You get Tupac and Ice T doing a duet. You just get Tupac with any artist, and Tupac creates magic. Okay. Now, not only at Tupac is number one, Tupac talked about stuff that if he was alive today, do you understand how much major influence Tupac has? He did it all. He did television. He did film. He would direct certain of his songs. Certain songs he direct. Certain songs he wrote. He turns around, gets permission from Suge Knight, and goes east and does Death Row East. And just imagine what type of collaborations you could have got. Imagine an album with just Tupac and DMX. How badass would that could have been? Imagine if Tupac stayed alive in his mid 30s, early 40s. Tupac would have done rap songs with Lil Wayne and Drake. Like a lot of people always talk about, he would battle them. He would battle them to make them better. He would do songs with all the artists. Imagine him doing songs with Tupac and Nelly, Tupac and Ludacris. Imagine him doing songs with 50 Cent, Eminem. Yeah, you may hear Eminem on an album with Tupac, but guess what? That's exactly what he would be doing if he was alive today. If it wasn't for Tupac, you would have never had Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle is the second coming of Tupac. So that's why Nipsey Hussle is at number four. Tupac talked about this stuff 20 years ago, and all Nipsey Hussle did was take what Tupac did and turn the light on. Tupac said, I want to see black businesses. Nipsey Hussle listened to Tupac, black owned businesses. So Tupac is a teacher. Tupac is a philosopher. When you go to other countries and you talk about the greatest rappers alive or all times, Tupac comes on this list. Tupac doesn't just talk about being rich, famous, getting money. He talks about life problems, life situations. And there's a lot of Tupac songs. There's a lot. There's the Tupacalypse album, All Eyes on Me, Only God Can Judge Me, Y'all Can't See Me, Money Over You Know What. Tupac has a lot of songs. These Broken Wings. Tupac came in a period in the late 80s, early 90s, and Tupac dominated. Tupac battled all the guys that he needed to battle. Tupac got better. As time went on, he got better and better. 2 albums and done something in hip hop history that has never been repeated. When you talk about Michael Jordan and basketball, right? Here I go again. Tupac was the Michael Jordan of rap. Okay? Tupac did 2 albums, almost 100 songs. You might have artists that might do back-to-back albums. They might put 10, 15, 20 songs on there. Tupac, back-to-back albums, 100 songs. Anywhere from like 50 to 100 songs. If not 100 songs, then almost 100 songs. And we still ain't heard all of Tupac's music. The potential that Tupac had, it was still being tapped into. We don't know how far Tupac could have gone, okay? We just do not know how far Tupac could have gone. But he could have gone far. Tupac could have gone into his later 20s, and it wouldn't be until around 35 or 36 that he would pass the torch. And you would have to ask the $1 billion question, who would he pass the torch to if he was alive? I'm pretty sure at 99.99% Tupac would pass the torch to Nipsey Hussle. That's why Nipsey Hussle's at number 4. Notorious B.I.G. and Jay-Z are tied at number 2 because Notorious B.I.G. also was dominating the game. Tupac was killing it in the West. Notorious was killing it in the East. And had Tupac and Biggie not fought each other consistently, you probably would have seen them teamed up and make an album together. And who would have been able to stop Tupac and Biggie if they teamed up together? Who would touch that group? No one. I mean, just think about it. If it weren't for that grudge, if it weren't for that West Coast, East Coast beef, they would have been untouchable. Snoop Dogg and Sugar Free are tied on the list. Why is Sugar Free on the list? It's because I like Sugar Free. But Snoop is also tied with him. So this video was to talk about the greats and the greats of rap music. So when we always finish off a YouTube